Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful, cool morning in Canton today. So I thought I'd go for a run. I wasn't planning on it, but when I walked outside, I saw how nice it was, and I could not justify going inside a gym to do cardio when it is so beautiful outside. So while I was out here, I thought I'd make a quick video on a few tips to improve your cardio, and specifically when it comes to running. Tip number one, if you are a new runner, is understand that it's going to be difficult at first, and especially if your goal is to lose weight because you're a little overweight, have a realistic expectation of what's going to happen. So when you start running, it's not going to be fun. A lot of people say, I hate running, and that's because they probably don't go past maybe a week or two. And but if you do it, you will find that running becomes a lot easier. Your body will adapt to running, and it'll take longer the more you have to lose, the heavier you are, but you will get better. Your body is made for running, so you will get better at it. You will start to enjoy it, and it'll be a great way for you to stay healthy and lose weight. So tip number one is, it will suck at the beginning, but push past that, and then you can get to the fun part of running. Let me get my run started, and we will get to tip number two. All right, guys, I'm a mile and 1.3 miles in. So tip number two is run outside as much as you can for different reasons. One, it is not as boring as being on a treadmill. If the weather's horrible, hey, I get it. I do it too. You got to go to the treadmill. But as much as you can, make it outside for a run. Don't let cool weather either discourage you, or even cold weather, because once you start running, your body's going to heat up. There are a few other benefits to running outside. Is that, one, you're going to discover that no matter how flat of a place you think you live in, when you start jogging or running, you're going to find little hills, or hills for some people, and you're going to find that those hills are a little harder to run. But that's good for your body though, because that's going to condition you even better. Tip number two is run outside as much as you can. All right, now let's keep going, and at some point I'll stop for tip number three. All right, guys, I'm 3 miles in, and tip number three kind of goes along with tip number two, in that if you're going to run outside, I recommend you run out in one direction, and instead of small loops like you would on a track, on a quarter-mile track. Because if you run out a certain distance and you get tired, or you think you can't go any further, you don't really have a choice but to jog, run, or walk back, because you already went out in one direction. Whereas if you do it in small loops, or in a track or something like that, once you start to get tired, and if you're not used to running and you're not disciplined to going a certain distance, it's going to be very tempting to just tell yourself, okay, that's good enough. I was going to run a mile, but I did, 3/4 of a mile. I'll do a mile next time. No, don't do that. So if you go out, if your goal is to run 1 mile, go out half a mile in one direction and run back the other half mile. That way you can't cheat yourself. Even if you don't run or don't jog, you still have to at least walk it back. So tip number three is know how far you want to go out, and then divide that distance into 2 big old laps, half one way and the other half on the way back in. I've ran 3 miles right now in one direction. I really didn't know how much I was going to run today, but I guess it's going to be 6, because I'm turning around now. So, all right, guys, 4 miles in. Tip number 4 is your shoes. If you're gonna start running, don't skimp out on your shoes. If you don't know how to buy running shoes, go to an actual running store. Don't go to Sports Academy or Dick's Sporting Goods or Walmart, whatever. Go to a running store where people that know how to run and wear shoes can help you out, get you fitted for the right shoe. Let's keep going for miles 5 and 6. Mile 5, tip 5. Don't be a grown-ass man videoing yourself at a park, at a kiddie park, by yourself. Okay, moving on. Tip number 6, mile 6. Hey guys, these tips are not in any particular order, except that I would say that this last tip, mile 6, tip 6, is the most important tip. Is if you want to forget everything I said and just get outside and start walking, no matter what you do, whether you want to do it in your Crocs, if you want to do it on a treadmill, back and forth in your living room, whatever you want to do, I want you to hit like on this video, subscribe, and I want you to pause this, and I want you to put your shoes on. Actually, put your shoes on while you finish watching this. And then I want you to go do something active. Just start. Tip number 6 is just get started doing something. Don't worry about doing it right, technique, the best ways of doing whatever. Just get off your ass and start moving. And you will start losing weight. Stop eating like a fucking pig too, but sorry, excuse my language. Because I was doing the exact same thing. I'm not yelling at you, I'm yelling at myself, my old self. Eat right, start moving, and you will start changing your body. Tip number 6 is just get started. All right guys, thanks for hanging out with me on my run. It was actually a lot of fun doing this. If you guys like it, let me know, and I will definitely do more of these. Let me know if there's any videos that you would like me to do. And I will see y'all at the next video. Change that dad bod. Bye.